Hi everyone! We are on site in the sales trailer for an upcoming community in Basking Ridge, New Jersey, and we're very lucky to be joined by some team members from other Arbor Terrace locations. And with me today, I have Talia Montone, who is the engagement director at Arbor Terrace Middletown. Thank you so much for popping by.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
We are so excited to have you. We love talking with team members at all the communities, and this community is actually going to be the 10th Arbor Terrace in New Jersey.
Wow.
So you've got a force in here.
Yes, we're growing.
Yes, for sure. Great. Well, today we just want to get to know you a little bit and, what you're good at, which engagement. So before we get into that, why don't you just give me a little bit about your background and kind of how you got to where you are today.
So I have been working at Arbor Terrace in Middletown for about 2.5 years now. I went to Temple University in Philadelphia and I got a degree in recreational therapy. And then I'm also a certified dementia practitioner. So I always knew that working within geriatrics was where my heart was going to be.
That's fantastic. And did you work in senior living before coming to Arbor Terrace Middletown, or was that your first senior living job and you just loved it so much you stayed?
So I actually, when I was pursuing my recreational therapy degree, I wanted to try everything, which I think really led me to where I am. I even worked in a psychiatric unit. I worked with children. I tried to do a little bit of everything, but I think it, really combined my knowledge and has helped me grow to where I am.
Absolutely. It's so important to be passionate about what you're doing, for sure. All right. So you're the engagement director at the community, and tell me what a typical day looks like for you. What are you in charge of making sure happens?
So my favorite thing about Arbor Terrace is I really feel like it's a home for our residents. And as engagement, I really feel like we're the heart of the community. And we're really trying to bring in all aspects of their life. So we work with them physically, emotionally, spiritually, and we try to hit every aspect of that every single day with what we do.
That's amazing. And so give me just a couple of examples. I have been to these communities, and you guys always have something going on, which is so amazing. But talk to me a little bit more about, how you go about planning these things and like what you take into consideration.
So at my community, we have independent living, assisted living, and a memory care neighborhood. And every month we have an activity planning meeting, because for me, I really like to hear what our residents want to do and make that happen, because a lot of them have different interests, and some of our residents even run their own programming. So some of my favorite things that we've recently done is I had a resident who was a theater teacher, and my residents put on their own murder mystery play.
That is
amazing. And it was the coolest thing ever. Families came in, we had hors d'oeuvres, we had drinks, and they were the actors. They did everything on their own. They even went shopping with me to get decorations. They almost didn't even need me. They had their whole own thing going. So we actually said we might take it on tour and go to the other New Jersey communities.
For sure, you have to. Yeah. That's amazing. I love that about the Arbor communities, where you create the engagement around what people actually care about. Yeah. And it's if you want to create something yourself, go do it. Which is so amazing. We've seen that at a couple of other Arbor communities as well. Because not everybody likes everything, and they should be able to.
And it changes with the residents. I have a resident running a French club. There's a Rosary club, and every few months, if we get new residents or they have new interests, then it changes. Like right now that the weather's nice, we started a walking club, but we leave the community actually, so we go to a new destination every week with the residents, and they get to pick where we go. So it's almost, I also like to call it like let's reminisce, because a lot of them grew up in the area, and we're going back to places that they've gone with their children and grandchildren as well.
Gosh, I love that. I'm coming to Middletown to hang out. So Talia, tell me, what do you love about your work?
So I feel like I have gained 100+ grandparents. So I always wanted to work in geriatrics because I feel like they have so much knowledge, they have so many stories to tell, and I constantly feel like I'm learning from them and what they've been through in life. And at our community, It really does feel like a family. Actually, my mother also works at our Arbor Terrace. She's the beautician there.
Fantastic.
So we have a lot of, even in the care team, we have a mother-daughter duo. So it's cool to see their stories and then combine it with our life stories and, you know, different stages of life. So I learn a lot from them as well.
That's fantastic. And now you've been here for a while now. What do you love about working at the Arbor Company?
So my favorite thing is the people. I really feel like in every department, whether it's engagement, dining, care, everybody really cares. And the residents, they feel safe. They feel like they can express their ideas and that we're going to bring, you know, what they need to their home. And they know that.
That's awesome. All right. So we, of course, are not at your community, but we have to go now. But we're here in Basking Ridge, where a new Arbor Terrace will be opening later this year. And of course, you have a lot of expertise in what Arbor Terrace offers from an engagement perspective. So what can future residents for this community look forward to from an engagement perspective?
I think the socialization, and getting out of your house, meeting new people. And sometimes it's funny, I actually say my residents do even more than I do sometimes, because we make sure that there's stuff going on for every interest all throughout the day and throughout the month. So it's nice to be able to, you know, have a small group activity or have a giant fun party for a holiday, but we really work with everyone's interests. And then you can, you know, meet new people. A lot of our residents, you know, were lonely at home because their family was at work or, you know, school.
Yep.
And now they're here and they have a friend to go on a walk with or eat dinner with. And even just the simple daily activities now are more exciting for them.
Absolutely. And that socialization is so important in all aspects.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Well, this was absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for coming out here. We really appreciate it. And you have such great knowledge that I'm glad we were able to share with our audience. For everybody back at home, if you're interested in learning about Arbor Terrace Middletown or Arbor Terrace Basking Ridge, you can find more information at arborcompany.com. But for now, we'll say goodbye. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.